you guys, welcome back. Creating with Kristina. I am Kristina Reese and I have been doing a catalog kickoff today. What that is this morning early, I walked you through the catalog. Then at 11 a.m. Central, I shared with you the Pansy Petals Suite. And now here at 1 o'clock Central, I'm going to share with you the, oh gosh, I'm so excited. I forgot the name of it. Beauty of the Earth. I'm going to show you how to make 2 trees totally different, but they're the same. Okay, so I'm excited to show this. Plus, I'm going to show a few other examples. All right. Let's see. Hey, Katie from Kentucky. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining me. All right, let me switch to this view here. Okay, so we are talking about Beauty of the Earth here on page 10 and 11. Beauty of the Earth. Yes, it is a tree stamp, but this is not just another tree stamp. I'm going to show you some really cool stuff here today. All right, and you're going to want to get this stamp set. It also comes with dies, and when you buy the stamp and the dies together, you save 10%. Or you can buy the whole suite, which also includes the embossing folder. The embossing folder is on back order right now, but it will be available. And the designer paper. So I've done a little sampler of the designer paper, front and back, 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 front and back. And then here are all the colors that are in this paper. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. This is a great suite. Now, a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's a fall suite. Well, it's a fall, a winter, but a summer one also. Okay, let's put that out of the way. Well, matter of fact, let me close this up and come over here. And we have the first one we're going to make, okay, is we're going to use the dies. All right, so let me pull the dies out. Stamp set. So this is, my fingers are not picking this paper up. Hold on, you guys. Here we go. Come on, there we go. All right, so we have these dies here, and what I have done, I've taken the really pretty splatter paper. Hold on, let me grab that back again. Well, you can't really see it there either. Oh well, I've kind of cut it up, but you can see that this is a watercolor wash paper here, and I've taken the die, this one right here, and I've cut out these leaves, and so it looks like fall leaves on a tree. I love fall. All right, and I cut 2 of them out, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I can't wait to show this little thing. And here is our tree trunk, and this is stamped out of the wood grain paper that comes in the DSP pack. I'm using Mary Merlot, I haven't used this in a while, as my accent cardstock to match the designer paper, and I'm using some more of the wood grain paper. Okay, so we're just going to put this to the side, and I need this white piece to put my tree together. You guys ready for this? Here we go. First of all, we need to attach our tree, and so it's itty bitty little pieces. Let me get my silicone mat out. Whenever you're working with adhesives on itty bitty tiny itty bitty things, it would have been better if I'd used the adhesive sheet. Didn't even think about it. It's okay. I've got my fine tip glue here, and let's see, yep, it's coming out. So we're just going to put a little fine tip glue all over this tree. Okay, you don't need very much. And what I like about our fine tip glue versus our liquid multi-purpose Tombow is that this dries dry, where the Tombow dries sticky. And this also dries clear, which most glues do. All right, I think that's enough. Let me get my tweezers here and my white paper. Get this out of the way. Come on. And we're just going to center that. Whoops, come here. Okay. What I'm going to do, this is crazy, but I'm going to put that on top of there to squish it, just in case some glue squishes out it doesn't get all over my fingers, okay? And like I said, nothing sticks to the silicone mat. It'll dry, but you can just rub it right off. It's so cool. All right, so there is our first part of our tree. The second part of the tree, of course, are the fall leaves. And this is kind of hard to see. Let me, there we go. Now I can see better. And you can see where to put some glue. There we go. And just kind of randomly, wherever you can find some spots to stick some glue. There we go. Put some in the middle there. All right, now we have our fall leaves. So this was fun. Okay, and this is just going to fit right on top of the branches there. And once again, I'm just going to use this silicone mat, place it on there, and just press it down real good. Let it sit. Let it sit. Dorothy says, I always get glue all over my fingers. I know, Dorothy, you have to keep hand wipes with you at all times when you're crafting. Oh, it's either glue or ink, right? All right, so we've done that. Now, what I wanted to show you with this piece, I can't wait to show you this. We're going to have leaves on the ground. Now, of course, it's not going to work like that. I need some snips. Here we go. And I'm just going to kind of follow some of these holes here, so it doesn't look like I've totally just cut it off. Though it might look like I just cut it off. Okay. Yeah. This piece kind of looks like I just cut it off. There we go. We'll make it kind of bent down. Perfect. All right, so here are these leaves, but that's not it, because that looks kind of weird. Wait a minute, that goes that way. That looks kind of weird, so let me get this piece down. Now, of course, if you wanted to be really work with leaves, I've seen demonstrators take all the little cutout pieces and glue them down as fallen leaves. No thanks. That, way too much. I'm not going there. Not going there. All right, so that is going to go right there. And then we're going to make a pile of leaves. Actually, I don't want my leaves that high. Whew, let me bring those down a bit. Oh, I need my silicone mat. Ah! Okay. Oh, you know what though? Yeah, I've already got the glue in there. Oh well, no biggie. We'll just play with it. Anyway, so I'm gonna put a mound of leaves over here and some more leaves over there. So that is how I made a fall tree. Okay, and so we'll just put that there. I can trim the excess off here in just a sec. Okay, and maybe we'll just stick a few more down here, just because we can, right? There we go. Okay, I can't wait to show you the next card. So this is one kind of tree that I've made, and I'm going to finish it up real quick. Let me put all the layers together. So now that I have my fall tree, and let me trim up the edges here real quick. Well, actually, I'm going to let those stay. These I'm going to cut off because I need to adhere that to this piece. So let me get my tape runner. Oh, always close up your fine tip glue pen. If it dries, it is very hard to unclog it. Okay, even though it's got that little needle in there. All right, we're going to do that and that. All right, now I've only cut this mat so that only a teeny tiny bit, like 1/16 shows. I just want to kind of give it a basic outline. All right, so far so good. The next thing I want to do is, hold on, let me get my instructions here. I need a sentiment, and I'm just going to use, how many leftover 1/2-inch strips of paper do you have in your house? I have so many. I think I have more half strips than I do regular size white paper. But anyways, so we have that. We are going to use the Mary Merlot. Where did I put it? Here it is. Yeah, I'm trying to stay within my theme here. Okay. Oh, Mima, that's okay. You can watch me later. I have it where you can watch it later. Okay, yeah. And I'm just going to make this right there on the edge. Okay, just like that. And trim the end off. Put the ink away. Get out some twine. Whee! I'm going to tie this a couple of times, or bring it around a couple of times. Get out of the way. All right, so I have enough here to tie a bow, and I'm just going to wrap this around. 1, come on, 2, there we go. And then we're just going to tie it. Just move this over here. And whenever you're doing a bow, if you feel like your fingers you just can't do it, get a pair of self-clamping tweezers. I'm putting this bow all the way to the edge because my sentiment is kind of long, and that's okay. But hold it with self-clamping tweezers. There you go. And now you have someone holding, or something holding your twine for you while you tie your bow. And my fingernails got in the way. One more time, here we go. There we go. Pull it out, tighten it up. Hold your loop while you pull it back through or it'll twist. Okay, I just do not have any fingers here. There we go. Pull that one, tighten it up one more time. Okay. All right, and trim that off. All right, so we've got our nice little bow there, and now we just need our thinking of you. And I want to kind of put that up a little bit. And then if you want it moved over more, you take your finger in the back and in the front and just kind of scooch it, if it'll work. Today it's not ribbon. It does this much better with ribbon. Okay, it's just not gonna move. Try to show y'all a cute little trick, and whoops, and then it goes too far. Okay, there we go. I want it right on the edge there. And my dimensionals. Now, this is a 1/2-inch strip, and a 1/2-inch strip will take the regular size dimensionals. So I can put those on here. Okay. And we are almost done. Almost. We've got the base part put together, and we have that. Now we just need to put the rest of the card together. So we want to put this paper on here. How we doing? Ah! Whoops. And this one I'm also just a little bitty bit, just a 1/16 of an inch, 1/2 of an inch. Okay, like that. And now, of course, this needs to be up on dimensionals. Do I have one that's already, yeah. When I have a big piece like this, it's nice when you have these leftover edges. Makes it much easier. There we go, and much faster. Okay. All right, so this was the first card. And isn't it beautiful? Okay, so those of you who love the fall, you are going to love this paper. All right, there we go. Let me lift it up so you can see it better. Okay, so that's a fun one. Now I'm going to make a card very similar to this, but very different. You ready? This one, I am using the stamps, okay? Now that one I use the die cuts. This one I'm using the stamps. And I've also got watercolor paper, which it looks like I've got a smudge on there. Let me see if I can get that off with my sanding eraser. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So this one I have the watercolor paper. So I'm gonna put all this to the side and get out my tree stamps and my inks. Okay, and my spritzer. You gotta have your spritzer. Are you ready? This is so fun. I love this. So where I learned how to make these cards, these particular cards, as a demonstrator, I was involved in the last conference that we did. It was a virtual conference online. And the demonstrator that presented this to us at the conference, she put all the information on our demonstrator blog. And so that is where I'm getting these ideas. Now, mine are not exactly like hers. They're pretty close though. All right, what I'm doing, can y'all even see what I'm doing? No, you cannot. Let me switch over real quick. All right, so I'm taking the block. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm taking the block and I'm spritzing it with water. I'm getting it really, really wet. All right, so let me do it one more time. Okay, but I'm trying not to get water all over my paper here. And is this green? Oh no, I'm using green for my tree trunk. Ah, emergency, emergency. I'm so glad I didn't stamp that down. Live TV, here we go. Let's try this with brown this time. I was like, that does not look brown. Oh gosh. So I'm using soft suede. Oh my gosh, okay, here we go. We're gonna ink up, whoops, that's not on there very well. Okay, well, I guess it's on there. Whoa, no, it's not. I guess I got water under there. All right, make sure your stamp is straight. Now take your spritzer, and like I said, I mean, I would just spritz it here, but I would get water all over the place. So I moved back here away from all my stuff, and I spritz it a couple of times. I get it nice and wet. Now I come over here to my card base, my watercolor paper, and watch this. This is so cool. And let it sit there for just a sec, kind of absorb into the watercolor. Okay, cool, huh? Now it's a little wet. That's okay. That works. But where the tree trunk is, I don't want that water there. Where the top branches are, I don't want water there. Down on the tree trunk, I don't mind because I'm not going to get ink there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper towel. Grab a paper towel. I forgot to get one earlier. These are all the supplies you need in your craft room. A roll of paper towels. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I am going to sop up those two little wet spots. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, this looks so pretty. Let me lift that up so you all can see. Looks like watercolor. Don't you love that? All right, now let's do the leaves. So this is green, and we're gonna get some good ink on there. We're gonna come over here, spritz it real good, okay? Flip it over. All right. Let it sit there for a second to absorb into the watercolor paper. Make sure you don't have anything on your fingers because you don't want to touch this white cardstock. Oh, that's okay. The water did kind of seep a little bit over there. That's all right. Kind of pick it up a little bit with the paper towel. There we go. I love that. Okay, so here is this tree. Now, tell me, do those two trees look anything alike? The card is going to look very similar, but the trees look totally different. All right, let me get all this out of the way so we can put our card together. So watercoloring, a lot of people go, oh, I could never watercolor. Wow, well, yes, you can. All you need is stamps and a spritzer. Oh my gosh. All right, so we are going to take this, and I'm going to let that dry just a little bit more. I took the designer paper, the wood paper on the other side is the summery green. So this red one is like this. I didn't have any more left, but it's just all fall colors. So get some tape runner here. And like I said, this card is like almost identical to that one. I mean, all the pieces are the same. So just 1/8 of an inch showing. I just changed up the colors. Okay. And then, oh, I wish that was dry. Okay. I need to put dimensionals on the back of I need to put tape on the back. Actually, what I can do is put the tape here. Oh, glue. When you're working with watercolor paper, use your glue. It's too heavy and it's too textured for tape, okay? So use glue. Yeah, it's really thick, it's really textured, and it's just better if you use glue. The Stampin' Seal Plus would work. I always forget about that. That's our super duper heavy sticky tape runner. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now my twine. So like I said, I'm making this just like the other one, but two totally different trees. So we have this here. Oh, you know what I forgot? Oh, fiddle. The leaves at the bottom. I don't want leaves at the bottom, but I do want grass. Oh, fiddle-dee-dee. Oh, you guys, this is awesome. I love showing you when I make mistakes, what y'all need to do to fix it. So you need a way to protect this brown paper here. You also need some paper to protect your surface. I'm just gonna grab another paper towel real quick. Okay, oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot this part. Okay, oh, that's the last of my sticky paper, of this kind of sticky paper. And I'm just going to put that right there so I don't get much there. Now, take this stamp again, but this time turn it upside down. Oh my gosh. Okay. And take your spritzer. Turn it upside down. And we are going to have some grass. Cool, huh? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot that step. That's such an awesome step. Okay. Crazy old girl. I love it. Don't you love this? So much fun. Now, twine. Here we go. So I'm going to get my twine again and wrap it around a couple of times. 1 and 2. Make sure I have plenty to work with. Okay. Use my clamping tweezers. Tie your bow. Pull this tweezers out, tighten it. Okay, and snip off. There we go. Adjust. Okay. And then our sentiment. So we'll do the same sentiment, but instead of Merlot, we'll do it in green. And where is it? Okay. I know it's got to be around here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Oh, can y'all hear the lawnmower person out there? Lovely. All right, thinking of you. Love it. Trim it. Some dimensionals. And now I have 2 last little cards as soon as I finish this one that are so easy to make. They're not going to take any time at all because we're going to use the designer paper. Actually, I want that lower. I'll pull this down. Come here. There we go. And then it goes on here with dimensionals. And let me see if I've got any more left over. Yes, I do. Oh, and that one's perfect. So once again, let me show you the 2 cards. Here they are. Same exact tree, totally different looks. One's made with the dies, one's made with the stamps, one's the summery green, one's a fall. So that's a lot of fun. Now let me show you these other 2 cards real quick. I know I've been on here for a while, but I think you're really gonna like these 2 cards. The first, so we have the designer paper in the pack that has trees in a line. So this is from the designer paper. I just trimmed it out. Oh, y'all can't see that. Come on, quit blurring. There we go. So I just trimmed it out. I took this paper here, which is the back side, put it here. We're just gonna adhere this onto a card base. Come on. I love the watercolor look of this paper. Isn't that beautiful? Just looks like watercolor wash. All right, the next thing that we want to do, let me get my instructions out real quick. Okay, we're going to put the trees down. So, and we're just going to center these guys right there. Okay, now we are going to the thank you and yeah, this little piece. So I want these the same, but I want it skewed. Yeah, so we're gonna trim this to about right there, okay? And we're going to just have those skewed like that, so they're just off by a little bit, so it's kind of like a shadow. I think my tape runner might be too long. There we go. Okay, whoops, come here. Ooh, I didn't cut that very straight on that side. Let me straighten that up a bit. There we go. We're going to put that right there with a dimensional, of course. We're also going to tie another twine bow. So now to tie a bow, I just do a loop and then like I'm tying my shoe. And I just do that. And then I pull the ends to where I want it and trim it. So it got that, need a dimensional. Okay. I'm telling you what, this is like the easiest, and now we need a glue dot. All right, and we just, for those of you who have not seen this little trick, just tie some twine around your waxy spool here, because this waxy paper gets everywhere, and then you just expose. Ooh, I don't know if I can get the glare to show you a glue dot or not. Just barely, okay. But anyways, then you put your bow on there and press it down, okay? And then lift it up, and then find where you want it, and I want it right under the T. Kind of stuck to my finger. There we go. Yep, and that's it. Ta-da, we are finished. That is a super fast card, and you can make a whole bunch of them because there are 2 large sheets of this designer paper, and so you can get a whole bunch of them. One more, where we use the designer paper to make the card. One more, and that is this paper. This is beautiful paper, and it's got trees down here and then trees up here upside down. You just cut it right down the center, and you can get a whole bunch of these. So let me put this on here, just like that. And I'm using the Night of Navy with this paper instead of the Merlot. I could have used the Merlot, but I used the Night of Navy. This, of course, is a portrait card, so that's gonna go like that. Oh, wait. I'm missing something. Or I'm not. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, a little air brain there. Woo. All right, once again, we're gonna do this wrap thing, okay? But instead of tying a bow, all right, so let me get a piece of adhesive here. Instead of a bow, we're just going to lay it flat. All right, so just stick that on there, wrap it, wrap it, wrap it, and trim it off. Okay, then we're we have the Friendship Refreshes the Soul sentiment, and we're going to put this navy paper back behind it. So let me put a little adhesive on there. And you can tell I just use scraps all the time. So now we need to trim this off. And it's about a finger's width, just like that. And we need some dimensionals. And we're done. See how fast that was? I love these little quick cards. So if you need super quick cards, this paper is perfect. It just lends itself to making really nice fancy cards. All you have to do is stamp the sentiment and you are, whoa, I don't want that much. Can't see any of the string. Let's cut it way down. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Okay, now you can see the string on both sides. Okay, and then this needs to be popped up. So, do I have another sheet? Will that fit? Ooh, that barely fits. I'm going to do the old snip, snip. Do that one there. And snip, snip. And do this one on this side. There we go. Hey, Linda Brady, how are you? I need to go through and make sure I haven't missed any questions from you guys. I've been trying to quickly make these cards. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Just so simple. So now we have these two simple cards that all we did was stamp a sentiment and we used paper to do all the rest of the work. So we have these two and we have these two, and this is called the Beauty of the Earth Suite. And the stamp set's called Beauty of Friendship. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation, and you will join me again at 3 o'clock Central, 4 Eastern. For the next suite, it's not a suite, I'm sorry. It's just a bundle called Flowers of Friendship. So I'll be demonstrating that bundle to you at 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern. Let me zoom through here, make sure there's no questions. If I miss one, I will find it later when I go through this a little more carefully. All right, looks like, hey, I see Stephanie on here. By the way, Stephanie joined today. We're so excited to have her. Stephanie McKnight, and she's a part of the Reese's Paper Pieces team now. All right, I don't see any questions, so you all have a wonderful couple of hours until I see you back here at 3 o'clock Central. Bye-bye.